What's good? This is your girl Divine Karma coming in with a pick a card, well, more of a pick a crystal reading on today. How are you? I sent you peace, light, love, and harmony as I always do at this time. Why? Because Divine Karma loves you, baby. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. All right, so pick a crystal. We have amethyst. We have the beautiful rose quartz. All right. And then we have the magnificent adventurine. All right. Today's pick a card, pick a crystal is sponsored by the message from Spirit of what is your next major event? What is the next major prayer that Spirit is answering for you that is coming into your life? All right. So let's jump into this thing. I welcome you and let's get started. What up? If you are here, you chose the beautiful amethyst. All right. Let me put my other crystals to the side. We can feel that amethyst energy. All right. Let's jump into it. All right. I got my runes deck out and I had Manez come out. And it says man, interdependence, humanity, family, departure. This symbolizes the link between men and gods. So, my amethyst crew, my amethyst family, please understand there is, for you, when I pull these cards and when I shuffle for amethyst, more than anything, well, I won't say more than anything, but at the top of prayers being answered, next major energy and manifestation coming into your life, no matter whether you're spiritual or religious, you are about to be so connected to God, to Source, Allah, Buddha, Yah, whoever that is for you, like you never have in your life. And the significant is that when you move into this link, as you know, as Manaz called it, between you and Source, you're going to realize and recognize that there's nothing that you could ever want for ever again. Right? And we'll get into what the next major, but this is the frequency of this next chapter in your life. You are about, like, you're going to feel the presence of the divine in everything that you do, every conversation, every decision that you make. You're going to be more connected to Source than you have at any time in your life. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you're spiritual, religious, or what your faith is. That's the overall energy. All right. Some of you, when this happens, you're going to walk away from some people, or some people are going to walk away from you. Coming with this beautiful package and this upgrade with this beautiful relationship with you and Source is that God is going to make sure that the universe starts to remove people and things in your life that's not in alignment with this oneness with God, right? If it's not in alignment, it won't be brought into your energy, right? And it's going to start decluttering. Just imagine Source coming in your spiritual house and start decluttering some people, places, and things that are no longer in alignment, and then that cannot go with you into this new frequency, into this new life. I also had Wreath come out, sorrow over a loss. For some of you, this may be some very close people, family, friends, could be. But also with Wreath, I'm going to say this, and whoever this is meant for, this is not going to be a surprise, is the energy I got. There's someone watching this that you have a family member or a loved one or a friend or someone that you know or you're close to, that they may have a disease, an illness, but there's something going on with them to where you already know that their time is coming for them to transition and, for them to go be with Source. So, whatever your belief is. And again, whoever this channel is for, it's not a surprise. It's not like, I'm predicting someone to have a car accident or something, nothing like that. This is a peaceful energy. It's almost like I said, maybe this person that you know has a disease, or maybe they're in the hospital. I'm seeing somebody like maybe in a coma on life support or something like that. Don't have to be. But this isn't a surprise. Not to say it's not, you're not going to have sorrow. You will have sorrow. But this channel is for somebody that knows this is coming. I want you to understand something. There's a message for whoever that is. Part of their soul is already gone on to source. And I say that because, maybe they have Alzheimer's or dementia or something like that, and they're kind of in and out, whatever the case may be. There's a part of their soul that is already visiting source. It's getting close to that time, and they want you to know that they're at peace. They want you to know that they're fine. They want you to know they've made peace with everything in their life. But don't be surprised if they leave you something, right, that they did not tell you that they were going to leave you. All right. That's for somebody very specific. But for the rest of you, please understand there's going to be ties cut with people that can't move into this frequency with you. You have the Two of Pentacles. Change, earth energy. For some of you, your financial status and your, again, Amethyst crew, it's not so much about it's the money and the house and the finances and all the material things, all that's coming for you. But it's not the end all be all. For you, all that is just like the icing on the cake. That's the extraness. That's the candles. That's the choice that you made between, do I want the whipped icing on my cake or the whatever the other one is, the butter or whatever, right? But the recipe of the cake itself, that's your main message, which is that you are going to be closer to source than you have ever been in your life. When you desire, source will already hear you and it will manifest, right? It is the energy of no longer dreaming, no longer, wondering when something is going to happen. Your overall energy is you and source like this. That's the homie now. You understand what I'm saying? That's, we have this idea of a genie, right? I remember the first time I watched The Secret, the documentary, I was like, ooh, that's the finest genie I've ever seen, right? And some of you literally, source is like, I've been your genie the whole time, but now you're really going to realize that I really am your genie. I really am your best friend. I really am your confidant. I am all that and then some. And if you want it, if your heart desires, I will make sure that you stay in that frequency, because like attracts like, to attract all the things that your little heart desires. I just heard, like Source just said, y'all remember that famous saying? I forgot who said it, but Source just said to say to you, stick with me, baby. I'll make you famous, right? Right? That's the energy. Let's get some more information for you, for my Amethyst people. Ooh, that's a lot of cards, Spirit. But we gonna take it. Bottom of the deck, I have older woman. Dealings or relationships with an older woman. Remember, I said, like, whoever that channel is, it could be you could be an older woman, or the individual that's transitioning could be an older woman. All right. I have woman again. Dealings or relationships with a woman. Whoever that channel is for, I'm almost feeling this is directly for you. That it very well could be a woman that's transitioning. For the rest of you, there could be a divine feminine coming in. This is also, she looks like she's possibly of Asian descent. So some of you might study Hindu and Buddhism and things of that nature as well. I have dog, close up pleasure with a close friend. As you move into this, I literally just heard Spirit said that's me, right? Pleasure with the close friend. How other people talk about source and God and religion and things of that nature. Amethyst friends, it's about to hit different for you. Like, how people say, God is the all, God is my, whatever the saying is, all the things, right? You are moving into a frequency to where people aren't going to understand how your life is elevating the way that it is. Some gonna say, "Oh, you put the work in." Some gonna say, "Oh, she's doing or he's doing rituals," or some gonna say whatever they say. Let them, right? Because at the end of whatever that thought process they have is the fact that you and Source, you and God, besties. You want, you're in alignment, I provide. That is your new equation from your best friend, Source, for your life. You want, you in alignment, I provide. Period. For some of you, you're literally going to lose some close friends when this happens to you because they're not going to understand it. Some of you may move more into a spiritual energy instead of religion. Some of you are going to realize, I've been looking up in the sky, think I'm talking to God, and you mean to tell me my best friend been inside me the whole time, the whole time, right? And you're going to lose some friends. And it's not that you're going to lose them, your best friend, right? Because they're not in alignment with your frequency, because they're not moving into this new energy that you are, man, they got to go in a respectful, loving way. They just can't be on your journey anymore. So you can expect that to happen. You want, could even say it. You want, you're in alignment, I provide. That's your new equation. That's your MC squared new equation for your life. Because your best friend, you and God, oh yeah, like this. That's the homie. Ride shotgun everywhere you go in life energetically. Overstand it? July came out. Something very significant could happen in July. I got bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. I don't know whose person that is about to transition that I keep seeing close to transitioning. Their soul is in and out of spirit realm already. Whoever this is, please understand whoever that message is for, they are already at peace. Do not worry, they are already at peace. But overcoming problems is not going to be an issue for you. When you go into this life, not to say that, things aren't going to happen. Things are always going to happen in this life because that's the planet that we're on. Those are the rules that, with free will in this planet that we chose. But spirit, now that you and God are besties, right? Spirit is going to align you with, they're not so much problems, right? Your soul won't even look at them as problems. Soon as something happens that you didn't see coming or you thought was going to go a different way, your soul won't even resonate with this as a problem. It's not even, it don't even see it as that. Your soul, because God is your bestie now, is, well, look at this lesson and opportunity that has presented itself to me to learn something. That's the energy you're going to be in. And soon as that thought process comes in, Source gonna be like, look at my best friend. Let's go ahead and handle that for you. It's different. It's gonna hit different for you now. January, that's this month. A lot of you, I'm telling you, this whole energy is coming this month. For some of you in July, you'll see the major part of this in July. Bat, take care. Enemies are working against you. Plotting and planning, baby. You got folks that's been plotting and planning, I'm telling you. But here's the thing. You got the best army that money can't buy, baby. You and God is besties, right? Trump can't even interrupt your army. You can call whoever you want to. These people that's plotting against you, they do not know. Your spirit team and Source don't. You messing with my best friend. You messing with my best friend. This has got to get handled. And you already got some people plotting against you. I'm telling you, you already got some plotting against you. I've been saying this for like a month. They already see you'll come up happening. They already see you moving different, right? People get jealous when they know God is your best friend, boo boo. And then you have clouds, temporary problems. Yeah, the key word is temporary. Temporary. If you still feeling a little bit of that residual chaotic energy from last year, even though we ain't in the new year yet. New Year is actually March 21st, but that's a different story. But if you still, because spirit is still clearing out, got some people, got some things that's got to get cleared out. Don't you fret, don't you worry your little head, beloved. All right, let's get some tarot on the deck. Thank you, guys and angels. I don't know why I just heard Lamborghini. Maybe that's somebody's dream car, but I just heard it. Yes, honey. Six of Swords, air energy, peaceful resolutions. You had this column talking about people and the folks plotting against you and temporary problems. With this clouds card, spirit is telling me to look at it. The next rainy day, whoever is watching this, and that information about this loved one that you know it's about that time. The next rainy day, like stormy day, is what they're showing me, and not just a sprinkle. I'm talking about the clouds, the thunder, the whole 9 yards. That will probably be the day. That will probably be the day. I'm not predicting anything. I'm just giving y'all the energy. Please understand the difference. That may probably be the day, or on a cloudy, stormy, like lightning, thundering kind of day is when this person will. And again, whose ever soul this is, when I tell you they are so at peace, they are so at peace. They have no regrets, love, no regrets. But Six of Swords, moving into calmer waters, peaceful resolutions. We talked about, temporary problems and overcoming obstacles with the middle deck, correct? Oh, yeah. That was a lot of that was last year's energy, and just a little bit of trickle of it still here in January, right? But baby, when the captain of your boat, or who rowing the boat, or whoever is your best friend, source, right? Don't worry about it, right? It's that type of energy. Just as quick as any lessons to learn pop up, the resolution, because you're in this energy now, Amethyst family, the resolution is going to come just like that. Like if something doesn't go your way, it's not going to be 6 months later that you're still in the frequency and energy and still dealing with it. No, 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 no. You know the equation, right? You want, you're in alignment, I provide. An issue arises. You want a resolution. You're in alignment with the resolution. I provide the resolution. Get it? Got it? Good. Yeah, Ace of Swords, bottom of the deck. Again, revelations, clarification. Like there's nothing that comes up in this new energy for you, Amethyst. There's nothing that comes up that an answer won't be provided almost instantly, because you are the magician now. You're the magician now. You are the magician, and you riding with the best sorcerer, wizard, magician, magi, seer, oracle, psychic in the galaxy of galaxies, right? Source. It's a beautiful energy, Amethyst family. Let's get some more cards, Spirit. Thank you, guys and angels. Yes, baby. Judgment card. Mm-hmm. This is the spiritual awakening card. It really is. Look at that beautiful swan. At the beginning, I told you, some of you have never known peace and freedom and just consciousness around you at all times in your life, like you are about to know it with this. Never. This awakening that's happened, some of you are already feeling this awakening. But when it happens, there's some karmic cycles that at this very second you are hearing my voice, your best friend, source, is already clearing that energy for you. It's already happening. You're not taking any karmic cycles or karmic ties or karmic soul. Woo, child, because I heard karmic soul contracts. Some of y'all got some. It's being taken care of as we speak. As we speak. Spirit, give me some more messages. The Eight of Pentacles, Earth energy, dedication. Some of you have always wondered, as you watch social media, watch TV, and whatever have you, what it's like to not work. That is coming for you. Whatever it is that you've been longing to do. I keep seeing somebody, and I've been seeing this download and like this in my third eye for like over a month now. Something that you've been wanting to do since you were a child. You might have, why did I just see somebody playing marbles? Or what is jacks? Jacks, when you throw the ball and you pick the jacks up or whatever. Well, I just saw that. So I don't know who that's for. But there's always been something, you know, that this 9 to 5, and some of you might not hate your 9 to 5, but you know, I just heard 3 to 11, 30-second shift. But you know, that's not why you came here. And now that you're in this frequency, you know, you and your best friend just ride, and your best friend just like, you know, you remember that soul contract, man, you know, typed up and you signed before you came here? Yeah, it's time for you to move into that, right? That's what's about to happen. And, you know, just when you get into the conversation to speak to God and be like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and, try to put this together and, this, that, and the third. And so I say, that's fine and dandy. But the key to all of this is the fact that you let me ride with you. I'm your best friend, right? This connection between us that we've never had before, this is what I've been waiting on. You in alignment, I provide. I freaking love it. I wish I had a t-shirt that said that, right? Bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Cups, introspection. Let me make sure he ain't naked, baby. Okay, he not. Page of Cups. Whew. 8 of Wands after that fire energy. Let me tell y'all something. This shift is going to be on you something serious. And with this, let me tell you, with this Page of Cups, which is about messages. And again, some of you with this page, some of you've been wanting to do this since you were like, you can't even remember when you didn't want to do it. And I talked about this on my live yesterday. Make sure you check out that video as well when I went live yesterday. Really, really good readings in between the questions. But you've been wanting to do this since you can't even remember when you didn't want to do this, when you didn't want this life, when you didn't want this dream. You wanted it ever since you can remember that you had a memory, right? You're about to get messages. Some of you are going to get dreams. If you dream about whatever whatever the specific things that you've been wanting to manifest, some of you are about to have dreams. Some of you have had dreams, off and on about it, but your dream's about to get real freaking intense. Real freaking intense. And it's about to happen. 8 of Wands, fire energy. It's about to happen fast. When I say fast, fast. Some of you, January, I almost said July because the July card is out, but January is the wrap up month. Spirit is wrapping up. You might feel just a little bit of that residual turbulence from, the last 12 months. Some I just heard 18 months, right? Spirit is wrapping that up for you right now. It's all getting wrapped up. And for some of you, I want to ask about July. I'm gonna ask your friend, ask my friend about July. What is it about July, Spirit, for this collective that chose Amethyst? 4 of Cups, water energy. Come July, Everything is going, it's like, and July is going to like, it's going to be a very temporary plateau. And you're going to be sitting there and stagnant with this 4 cups, like, what? Oh, did all this craziness been happening again? You got to ask your best friend, get an alignment. Hey, I need a resolution while and then we kind of temporarily just being still for a minute. And your friend don't tell you. Huh, you want the answer, the resolution? You in alignment with it because you asked me. Let me provide it. What is the answer to that for them, Spirit? The star card, Aquarius energy, healing, manifestation. I'm seeing somebody. Look. What did I tell you though? But look above her head. Let me cover her booty. Look above her head. Do you know what it's like? It's like in July that light bulb is going to go off like it is at the top of her head. Do you know what it's like to have God as your best friend? To have God I can't explain because so many, religious people and things of that, this is not that. I'm talking about source being in every move that you make. It's you can't make a wrong move. You can't make a wrong move, and the rest of that light bulb is going to go off in July. That you cannot make a wrong move. If something presents itself that you weren't ready for or didn't see coming, it's not that you made a wrong move. Your buddy gonna tell you, hey, you remember that soul contract? This is just a lesson. And you're gonna be like, got it. I'm in alignment. What? And what source gonna tell you? Say it with me, people. You won't. You in alignment. I provide. 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. 9 of Wands. People are going to be very impatient with you. People are going to be fire energy, very impatient with you. The very people that may have told you this wasn't going to happen or whatever, the people that source your best friend right now is kind of clearing that energy up in January. Them people, they're going to be so impatient with you. These same people going to blow your phone up in July, wondering how you got to where you are. 3 of Swords, their energy. Somebody that you used to date, an ex. And again, I had this same energy come up yesterday on my live. Go check out that video. Baby, again, the one that got away energy. Let's get some closing messages for the Amethyst family. The Amethyst family. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know why that just came up, but it did. The Empress. I love it. Earth energy. Some of you may very well get pregnant in July. If somebody is already pregnant and have their baby in July, I just heard July 13th for some reason. You're going to have a special. Can you imagine in this frequency and you have a child? Can you only imagine what your child going to come out like? Some of you going to have a child, baby, and when they come out, you gonna see source and guides and angels and archangels around your child. When you going to think it's from the pain and the birth. You're going to be like, am I seeing? You ain't seeing nothing. You see it, but it's for real, for real. 4 Wands. That house you want is coming. Again, a lot of whoever picked this, if you didn't watch my live yesterday, I promise you a lot of this energy, different decks and a lot of this energy. The home that you want. Some of you are going to get married. Some of you, whoever this is that's pregnant, right after you have this baby, 2 months after you have this baby, I'm hearing you're going to get a proposal or you're going to propose to your person or whichever puts you fit on what foot, whatever. Some of you are about to meet your twin flame in July. Mhm. Take that apple and take a bite out of it. Three more closing cards, Spirit, for my Amethyst family. Seven of Pentacles, Earth energy, planting seeds. Again, some of you are either pregnant or going to get pregnant in July. But this is also that energy that your best friend is telling you. I always connect it. For me, I've always, when I awakened, soil and soul has always been the same frequency to me. Because it's like when you plant, if you plant a plant or fruit or whatever you have you in good soil, it's gonna grow. If you manifest and put your manifestations in your soul, in that in that correct frequency with source, with your best, it's gonna grow. And this is that energy. You got the best fertilizer, the best farmer in the galaxy. All you got to do, baby, shake up the manifestations and throw them in the soil, aka your soul, because you're connected to your best friend. You got the best fertilizer, the best water, the best plant food, the best farmer, the best agricultural specialist for the manifestations to grow. Mm-hmm. Ace of Swords came out again. You got some information coming in soon, well, regarding this Amethyst family. You got some information coming in, some clarity, something you're not really sure about. Oh, Five of Swords, air energy, defeat. Page of Pentacles, High Priestess. You got some spiritual knowledge that is coming in about somebody was trying to create a new beginning with you, Amethyst family, when it comes to love. And your intuition was telling you something was off. And I keep feeling like, but they kept coming at you, or whatever the case may be. They kept trying to create some kind of opportunity for you, and your gut kept telling you something's off. Something is off. Something is off. This person is they see you about to glow up, but with this Eight of Swords, like they intentions are not true. Their intentions are not true. They not in it. They not in it for who you are. Give me one card about this person, Spirit, as we close this out for Amethyst. Yeah, you got the Five of Swords again. This first person is very combative, may like to argue a lot. King of Pentacles. They might have money and they use money as they think money is the end all be all. That ain't your person. And they keep trying to create an opportunity. Like they might keep asking you out and trying to create opportunities. Like you might, they might randomly hear you tell somebody else, hey, I'm gonna be down at the farmer's market on Saturday, and they just randomly, I ain't never been to a damn farmer's market, but they just pop up at the damn farmer's market. This type of person. Yeah, stay away from that person. I'm telling you, they in it for some weird reasons. King of Cups, yeah. They very controlling. It's not your energy. Yeah, yeah. Queen of Swords, Chariot card. Yeah, they completely out of balance as well. All right, this is what I have for you, my dear Amethyst crew. All right, if you did not check out my live, check it out from yesterday. I will be doing another one on Saturday, and I will see y'all on the next one. Peace. What's good, beautiful Rose Quartz family? All right, Rose Quartz family. Let's get into this energy. Make sure my mic is still on because it tends to act crazy sometimes. All right. So after doing Amethyst, I'm telling you, Amethyst had some, woof, that energy was powerful. Let's get into it. I got my runes deck, and I had Ingwaz come out, which is renewal, fulfillment. It is a reserve of energy waiting to be developed and used. Mm. You've had the answers all along, Rose Quartz. You've had the answers all along, Rose Quartz. You had some blockages. You had some blockages. But those are being removed because you are realizing man, you've had it inside you all along. It says a renewal, a reserve of energy waiting to be developed and used. Let me tell you something. I don't know. I did a live yesterday, and even with the amethyst reading, a lot of the same energy from, and I had completely different decks. A lot of the energy from my live yesterday is in y'all readings today. Rose quartz, you are not excluded. I did a reading the other day as well about a piece of your soul reserved itself for this very pivotal moment in your life, and that energy has represented itself. If you thought it wasn't going to happen, rose quartz, that energy has been reserved. It's like source, it's like God, man, reserved a part of you that was untouchable by everything that's happened in this life, rose quartz, for this very moment, for this very pivoting moment, for this change that is happening in your life. It's a renewal. It's a rebirth for you. It's untouchable. There's not a heartbreak, a disappointment, a financial loss, or anything that you had in your life that penetrated this piece of energy that God put to the side just for this moment, for this renewal and this rebirth in your life. It was untouchable, and it still is. And it's about to present itself and show up and show out in your life, this light that is about to shine. You've had a lot happen in your life, Rose Quartz. You've had some go down in your life. Many nights of crying, many nights of, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Why is this happening? Many. And God reserved, made sure you had a baby, your reserve tank, that light that was on in your reserve tank. I just hope Motel 6, baby, we'll leave the light on. Rose Quartz family, God left the light on in this reserve, in this Motel 6, hidden away, that the rest of this, all that has happened in your life, that heartbreak you thought you couldn't get past, the fact you see my face and hearing my voice right now lets you know, Rose Quartz family, that spirit left the light on, baby. And that peace that's reserved just for this. Whew, powerful. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Well, what do you know? Well, what do you know? So you got a path of money that's waiting for you to find it. And with this card, it says a reserve of energy waiting to be developed and used. Here's the thing. With this, this Motel 6 that got pushed to the side, that God left the light on and that light still shining even in your darkest days, baby, that's going to be at the forefront. And as that version of you is walking along, honey, it's a money path. It's money. The money, it's trying to find you. You ain't even got to find it. You're about to be at a point in your life, Rose Quartz, thank you, Spirit, that you won't be chasing money. Baby, the money gonna chase you. The wealth is going to chase you. The prosperity is going to chase you. The happiness is going to chase you. You just gonna be running. Like, damn it, money didn't caught up with me again. Let me slow down. Happiness didn't caught up with me again. Joy has caught up with me again. God has caught up with me again. Whew. Two of Swords, air energy, decisions. All you got to do is say yes, like the song said. You at a crossroads in your life. Source never let that light, that reserve that we talked about in the beginning, like Source never let that light go out. It's up to you to change that light from the candle that's flickering, baby, to just a full on one of them industrial lights like the stadium lights that light up the whole football stadium. Baby, turn it on, turn it on, turn it on, turn it on. Because God reserved, Allah, Buddha, Yah, whoever source is for you, reserved that energy for this time in your life right now. You would no longer be chasing anything, any of your desires, manifestations, none of that. It will be chasing. It will be chasing you. Opportunities are chasing you, going to find you. Let me tell you something. You are going to be the poster child for being in the right place at the right damn time. If there was a dictionary like for quotes and what they meant might be, I don't know, maybe your picture would be next to being in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, because baby, you right with God. Whew. Rose quartz. Had another car go somewhere. There it is. Oh, rose quartz. What we got going on? Ooh, bottom of the deck, we got marriage. Some of y'all went through some really ridiculous relationships and marriages, baby. And you thought that it wasn't going to never happen. But boo, that light was still on in the reserve. The light was still on. Love is coming your way, sweetie. You ain't going to listen. Spirit just said for somebody on the dating app. First of all, whoever I'm talking to, you too spiritual to be on that dating app. Because you ain't going to find nobody that's spiritually on your level on that dating app. You ain't going to have to, it's already being arranged. Your person is already being arranged. It's already being arranged, baby. For those of you already in a relationship and you thinking that if you wondering, it's coming. It's coming. August came out. This could happen in August. Something going to go down in August. Mm-hmm. Very well, a marriage could happen in August, could get proposed to in August. Y'all could move in together in August. August is going to be very significant for someone. You got Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. Who is behaving stupidly? I'm gonna say this. Somebody has, uh, if there's somebody that's been in and out of a relationship, yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Told me to look at the bottom of the deck. Princess of Wands. There's been a lot of explaining going on, whoever this is for, relationship wise. And you've been in and out of this thing. I'm picking up some infidelity. I'm picking up some arguments. I'm picking up somebody didn't even tell you that they had a child or whatever the case may be. They behave in some kind of way. And I'm hearing like somebody may have got ghosted. It's like you ghosted y'all. You used to being in and out of this phase with them, but this time the phase has lasted longer than it should. And you wondering why. It's time to let them go free. It's time to let them be free. It's time. 4 cups. It's time. You've been contemplating it. 5 of swords. Because y'all been doing this back and forth and this arguing and all of this you might live with this person for a while at the bottom of that. They acting stupid. And the universe is allowing it because it's time for you to level up in your love life, beloved. Let them act stupid. Let them act stupid. Spirit, thank you. Give me some more messages. I love this deck, but it's huge. Bottom of the deck, we got lobster, financial pinch. I just heard for some of you, last year you may have been trying to keep up with the Joneses and living outside of your means. Spirit is waiting for you to get a hold of the concept of learning how to save, learning how to invest. There's opportunities that's, like I said, about to start chasing you. But in order for this chase to happen to where you got, financial prosperity, wealth, and all of those things chasing you, there's something about you overstanding the energy of money and currency, right? I keep hearing somebody was living outside of their means, but I'm also hearing you have to understand the balance of money and the flow of money or currency, right? For some of you, I'm hearing the next time you pay a bill, be grateful. Actually say out loud, I'm grateful that this is my last $150, but I'm grateful I got it to pay the light bill, right? There's an energy around you changing how you look at money, how you move with money, how you flow with money and currency, right? Because there's a disconnect between you and the flow and the energy of money. Every time you give money, this is, I'm channeling, this is like source showing me in my third eye. Whenever you pay for something, whenever you buying something, I don't care if you're paying a bill, if you're buying, a salad, or you buying a cup of coffee, right? Get in the energy of one, soon as you pay it, whether it's online, whether it's cash, whether it's your card, soon as you pay it, get in the energy, one, of gratitude, and two, knowing that money, currency means to flow. I'm going to pay this, buy this, purchase this. And I know that flow, that ebb and flow of currency has to come right back to me because it is the flow and the energy of money and currency. That is the energy that Source is wanting you to move into. You got flag that came out. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Woo! For some of you, that is relationship wise. You're going to have people coming into your life. And I'm talking to whoever I was just talking to about this person. That spirit is showing you they were part of that energy of you. They weren't there. They wasn't in there. They didn't see that light shining at the Motel 6, that reserve that Source had for you. They ain't see that, this person. Don't lower your standards. Your glow up also needs to happen in your love life. If they're not on your level, if they are not trying to become the best versions of themselves, it's so hard, light your lighter, to say goodbye to yesterday. But you got to. You got to. You got to. Because this person didn't see that light still flickering over there. Because if they did, they would have came over there and said something. I see the light on. Hey, let's grow together. This ain't that person. But also when it comes to don't lower your standards, Spirit is saying when you overstand this energy, because I keep hearing Spirit saying somebody in the last 12 to 18 months again been living outside of their means. And you like, I was living paycheck to paycheck. You was living paycheck to paycheck because you were buying things that was not necessity, trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying to keep up with your friends and whoever or whatever, or with family members, or trying to prove a point. Spirit is saying, I'm not telling you to lower your standards. I'm telling you to overstand and change your energy and your relationship with money and currency. That's what Spirit is saying. Because that version of you that was reserved with that light still flickering, it overstands the energy of money and currency. It overstands that. It overstands putting a blueprint together for becoming a millionaire because it's in you. And Spirit, hey, the light that was still flickering, oh yeah, Remember I said don't it was a candle. Now it's like a stadium. The stadium lights at the NFL football game, baby. Some of you are meant to sit in the skybox, right? Some of you meant to be on the field. This big right? So you can't be lowering your standards for people in this new circle. Because they wasn't trying to help you when the candle was just barely flicking in the reserve Motel 6. They was not. So Spirit is gonna bring some new soul tribe in that's on that same level. So you won't have to lower your standards. Overstand it. You got vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. You got some vultures. Let's say you had, because we're going to put them in the past because we are going to claim, Rose Quartz family, that you stepping into this reserve. You had some vultures. And you know how I know they vultures? Because while your little candle was flickering, they didn't offer no assistance. And if they did offer some assistance, it came with conditions. I'll give you this, but I need this in return. Those are the vultures. They didn't. They acted like they cared that your little candle was still flickering over there in the reserve in the Motel 6. But every time they offered you something or wanted to do something for you, it came with all these strings attached. They didn't care about your little flicker, your little motel light flickered light still on. Why that part of you was just like, I'm trying to turn on my stadium lights. Hey, can anybody hear me? No, no. These are those that little residue, that sources clearing out of your energy to move so we can turn on the NFL stadium lights. I keep seeing somebody sitting in the skybox. Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Could very well be. We don't judge here on Divine Karmas, baby. That ain't my job. I don't do that. Live and let live, child, is what I'm going to tell you. Right? Live and let live. Period. Happiness is an inside job, baby. If you happy, clap along. If you feel like a room without a roof, then baby, you keep living. You just keep on living. That's a lot of cards, but we're gonna go on and do it. You got lobster again. Financial pinch. Some of y'all got a little financial situation. And again, source is saying it ain't got nothing to do with whatever you thinking it's got something to do with. It's got something to do with your energy and your relationship, how you look at money. Let's run through these. Ink pop. Problems to be resolved. Here you are worried when your reserve light, your little candle that was flickering is now stadium lights, right? This is about to be resolved, right? The higher version of you, like your higher self is, see, your lower self, that was the flicker. It was still, it was just a little candle, little flicker, oh, little tink tink, right? Little flicker. But baby, you in stadium lights. Y'all know what it sounds like have you ever been and they turn the lights on and it's like, doom, 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 doom. That's you. That's what you, problems being resolved. That's what you moving into, stadium lights. Money is going to chase you. Wealth is going to chase you. The love of your life, I ain't going to say they going to chase you, but baby, you ain't going to have to look for them. Somebody, I don't know who this is on an app that Spirit keeps saying. You too spiritual to be on that app. Ain't nobody on your level you going to meet on that app. Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Raise it. Raise it. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Spirit hear you, God hear you, source see it. All you gotta do is raise your hand. You are just, imagine your new life in the Zoom. When you're on the Zoom, we got the little thing. If you want to ask a question, raise your hand, baby. Consider source in the universe your zone. You got a question, you need some help? Raise your hand. You are not the little flickering light. You are not in the little Motel 6 flickering light, baby. You in the stadium. Raise your hand. Spirit is going to see it. All them damn lights, it ain't got no choice but to see your hand raised. You need, I got you. Fear, heartache over what you no longer have. I'm not saying it's going to feel good when spirit clear these people, places, and things and energies out of your life. But it's going to happen. Because in order for money and all the things that your little heart desires, like I said, it's going to start chasing you. You ain't going to have to chase it. You just going to look up and be in the, listen to me, you are the poster child for right place, right time. It is determined by source itself. This is my poster child for the being in the right place at the right time. And it's going to happen so much, you're going to be like, I do. I turn the fan on, hot flashes. What in the blue magic hair grease? Like, how y'all? It's like the circumstances in some of the places you about to be in, you're gonna be so behooved because if you tell somebody, they ain't gonna believe that this happened to you. This is you. This is your new life. Like you just happen to be in Starbucks the day a CEO of a tech company. This ain't even this is a channel. Like this is how I want to show you how your life about to be. You the poster child for right place at the right time. The CEO of a $1 million tech company just don't even come to this Starbucks. But just so happened that day, one of his co-workers or staff or whoever was like, let's go to this Starbucks. Because I go here sometimes and I think they lattes is better than the one 3 blocks over. I'm seeing like high-rise buildings, maybe New York, something like that. And you just happen to be in the Starbucks, right? Happen to be. And here you are, you trying to start your own little IT company and just, this, that, and the third. And what do you happen to be, who you happen to be in line with getting your latte while they getting their latte? And you on your phone talking to Tanisha about your new plans, your business plans. Oh, and the blue magic hair grease is pulling in my about your plans, your new plans, and what you about to do about your IT. You just, you're looking for a building and this, that, and the third. And man, you got a lot going. You explaining all this to Tanisha on the phone. Guess who heard it? The CEO and the coach that's standing in front of you about to get their latte. CEO turn around and say, excuse me, I can't help but to overhear your conversation. And the next thing you know, I happen to be looking for somebody to run. We have a whole lower level in our high rise that isn't being used, and I just started building it out, and I was looking for somebody to be, to run that whole company on the lower level. This is that's about to happen to you. Poster child for right place, right time. Understand it? Why is the mail truck in my driveway? I don't know. Flowers, happiness. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Do you hear me? Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Listen, you finna burn some bridges. Get comfortable with burning. You finna burn some bridges. But here's the thing. When they say burn bridges, bridges got two, you got this side of the bridge and this side of the bridge. The bridge is for some of you is about to get burned on purpose because sources like, we finna, because you ain't never finna cross back behind this bridge again to this person, to this situation, to this lack mindset. It's some bridges about to get burned that source is burning on purpose. And I ain't talking about with some little flames. I'm talking about spirit about to pour 2,500 gallons of gasoline on some of these bridges and set fire to it. Because they want to make sure you can't cross that bridge again. It's going to burn the bridge. It's going to dry up the river. It's going whatever it needs to do. So there is no way possible that you can cross back over this bridge because you don't need to. Ain't nothing chasing you from that on that bridge. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Peacock, beware of great pride. One of my favorite songs by Sade is Love is Stronger Than Pride. And it is. You got some people, and I'm picking up strongly some exes or an ex that your sole contract for them even being in your life, beloved, is for you to, man, assist them in upgrading and becoming a better version of themselves. That may require that y'all just be friends, whatever, right? So if someone from your past and they genuine and they're trying to heal and they see you growing up and you got somebody that will, and they in the energy of, I know things weren't the best with us, but I see how you turned your life around. And they might just say, we ain't got to get back together. I just, man, can we just be, cordial enough and cool enough for you to show me, spiritually help me become the best version of myself. You know what I'm saying? I just heard somebody literally say to you, man, it seems like you so close to God. Can you help me? Don't let your pride get in the way about all the that happened in the past. If they genuine and sincere, help them because it was in your soul contract to do so. X, forces working against you. I told you, them bridges, prepare for the bridges that's about to get burned with source about some people that was in your past. I'm telling you, ablaze. Do you hear me? You got the Six of Pentacles, Earth energy. You will no longer be paid. I made a short on this the other day. You will no longer be paid according to your resume. Your days of you going, putting a resume and application, all this, you go to the interview. Yeah, well, according to, HR at most jobs these days, they got like a little pay chart. Well, you got these many years experience, and according to our chart, we're going to pay you this, that, third an hour. Them days for you is over. You think the CEO that was in the Starbucks line is going to tell you something like that? It's going to chase you. You ain't going to have to tell people, this is what I want for my services. You are going to be in positions now where people going to say how much you want for your services, how much you want for your products, because I'll pay it. That's the energy you about to. This is the stadium lights, candle flickering. That was your resume. Show us you only work this amount an hour, this, that, and the third. Stadium lights, how much you want, we'll pay it. We'll pay it. And some of y'all gonna say, you gonna think in your mind, you gonna say, I'm gonna say some stupid, like an outrageous number. And you know what's gonna be hilarious? When they turn around and say, okay, I got you. I pay for it right now. Can I pay right now? Stadium lights. Justice card, Libra energy. Some of you got some legal situations that are going to work out in your favor. If you got some legal situations going on, they are going to work out in your favor. But this is all about things, also about things coming into balance. I'm telling you, it's got to balance out. You know why? Because a lot of your life, like your life sitting like this right now, and at the top was the heartbreak, the disappointments, all the sadness, all the things that just did not work out in your life, baby. This is spirit is just like, we got to balance this thing out. And as you come into balance, you're gonna get paid what you're worth. Money gonna chase you. Love, happiness, all those beautiful things. It has to get balanced out. Why? Stadium lights. Put it in the comments. If you're ready for this, put stadium lights in the comments. Yeah. Seven of Cups, water energy. You know what the most craziest thing you ain't never had in your life that's about to happen? Your toughest day gonna be about all the options you have. Because when you was Candle Motel 6 flickering light, you didn't have a lot of options. And if you did have options, all of them still went to paycheck to paycheck. We're still paycheck to paycheck, right? We're still, man, I can either stay single or just deal with this nonsense. Stadium lights, options, CEO money, right? Lifestyle. What? Marriage. Somebody that's just like you spiritually, that's on your level and that grind like you do. You finna marry somebody that money chasing them too. Y'all finna be two fools running down the street, running down the field in the stadium. Stadium lights, money chasing y'all. Give me 3 closing messages for this collective for my rose quartz peoples. 8 of Pentacles, Earth energy. Becoming a master at what you do, beloved. Becoming a master. Stadium light energy. Right place, right time. You finna bump into CEOs. You finna bump into business partners. Like I'm telling you, how stuff finna chase you and you being somewhere. I'm telling people not gonna believe how you mastered what you mastered. You finna literally master how to have everything that you want chasing you and you not chasing it. You finna be a master at that. Some of you are literally going to have online courses and teach seminars and classes on how to do this. Just give your girl a shout out. Divine told me this was gonna happen. Ace of Cups, water energy, new love, new beginnings. A lot of you, I'm telling you, your divine counterpart, if you single, it's coming. It's coming. But it's coming at the right place, right time. With them stadium lights, come on, baby. Because they got to be in alignment with you. They got to be in the frequency with you. When you're in stadium lights energy, you can't be in the stadium lights messing with peasants. Can't do it. Can't do it. You can't. That ain't the energy, right? You got to be in the stadium lights energy. Right place, right time. Master, you're going to be. One more card, Sphere. Mm-hmm. King of Pentacles, Earth energy, money, power, and a lot of you, like the King of Pentacles, is also known for generosity. A lot of you finna give back to the community. I'm telling you, a lot of you are going to teach courses, write books, or have online stuff or seminars or whatever have you to teach this frequency right here about how you got to where you are and show people, baby, how to move in the stadium lights. This is your girl, Divine Karma. Thank you, Rose Quartz. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. My services are open, and I will see you on the next one. What's good? Adventurine. The microphone. Crystal family, this is your choice. You chose Adventurine. All right. How are you? Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Let's jump into this energy. You're about to get initiated. You're about to get initiated into a life that you thought wasn't coming. Some of you are already in the initiation phase. It's you about to pledge, baby. You hear me? And you know what you're pledging to? Source, God, Bob, whoever source is for you. You are in an initiation phase or about to be in one. Baby, you pledging God and God is pledging you. Amethyst and Rose Quartz, I'm telling you, they was powerful. They was powerful. Rose Quartz whole thing was right place, right time, and stadium lights. Okay, all right. Amethyst wasn't no joke neither. But you are in initiation or about to be. I got my runes deck out, and I got Perthu. And Perthu is about fate, discovery, rune of the home, initiation to hidden secrets, celebration, domestic happiness, and laughter. You are in initiation, love. Fated. Your life right now, nothing is an accident. Everything is intentional in your life. This is for everybody. There are no accidents. You are in initiation for a whole new life. Wealth at the bottom of the deck. For a whole new life. Hidden secrets. Some of you got spiritual gifts. I'm going to get to this card in a minute, but you had the Hierophant come out, Taurus energy. Some of you are meant to be leaders on a spiritual level, very much so. And you're about to get into initiation for that. You have sacred knowledge coming. You have downloads coming. You have prophetic, like dreams coming. Some of you are literally going to be like prophets. You're going to, and predictors. But you're in your initiation or about to be to upgrade to the next level. And it's some people that you grew up with ain't gonna understand this energy because you was the joke around kid or child all the time, played around. They ain't gonna understand how you then turned into this spiritual leader. Got all this sacred knowledge. I'm seeing astrology as well. Some of you are going, on the path to being tarot readers, oracle seers, magi, all of those things. You in initiation, and it's by design. It's fated. It's fated. That's what the cards. This is fated. You got guys and angels that literally, like they got together and planned the perfect time for you to go through this initiation. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you see it, third eye, you can't unsee it. You got camel that came out. Persevere and you will overcome problems. You are going to overcome situations and have solutions for problems that are going to make you rich. They say there's nothing new under the sun, and that is very well true, but nobody can do it like you do it. You are going to solve people's problems. Some of you are going to be energy healers. Some of you may have Jesus, Yeshua on your spirit team. But you are going to overcome problems in a way, you are going to fix things in a way that nobody, and when I say nobody, I mean nobody on this planet in this lifetime has been able to do it the way that you do it. Some of you are destined to be famous in a very spiritual, uplifting way. I'm talking about global household name. You, your company, your business. You are going to get spiritual downloads and information nobody else has. It's going to cause some people to have a little turbulence in their life, especially ones that are in that energy of my way is the right way and I'm the only one that knows this kind of energy. And I know it's cliche and an oxymoron to say you're going to be the only, but your energy is so humble. People are automatically going to be drawn to you because you're going to get information, like I said, nobody else has gotten. And I know that's a lot, that's a vast statement to make with so much spiritual energy out right now, but babe, this is your initiation. You have beings. I'm hearing Pleiadians. I'm hearing gods and goddesses from ancient Kemet. You have different energies and entities and gods and goddesses and things of that nature that's going to give you information. They're going to present themselves at some point, but at first they're just about to give you the information. You got diamond at the bottom of the deck. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. A lot of you got some downloads coming in. You're in an initiation phase. Like you can't unsee this. You cannot. It's fated. If you knew the gods and goddesses, and and I know some of you are very religious and like, it's only one God. And when I speak of that, I'm speaking of the entities, you know, Atlantis, Lemuria, Egypt, ancient, which is Kemet, Mother Mary, Isis, Osiris, Ma'at, things of, you don't even understand that they're initiating you to be a leader, to be a leader. There's going to be information you're about to receive that nobody else has got. Nobody. Romance is in the air. I've been getting this energy for the last few weeks about partnership empires. Some of you are going to build an empire with your divine counterpart, whether you with this person now or you meet them. You are going to create an empire, a dynasty, right? With your divine counterpart. Some of you, Spirit said with this diamond card, if you're single, when you do get on this journey, and it's coming very soon, this initiation is about to start. I'm hearing by Valentine's Day, you won't even be the same when you do get in this frequency. And I know it ain't about a materialistic things, but for somebody, your rock engagement ring is going to be so freaking huge. What's that song? Well, Jay-Z and Beyonce, something about your rock so big, you gotta do something to hide it or put it in the bag to hide it or whatever the case. Your rock gonna be so huge. And again, it's not about materialistic things. But for some of you, it's happening because source, that God, whoever source is for you, is trying to show you, oh baby, this initiation is real. Please understand this initiation is real. Let's get some more information. Fate. Your life right now. And again, there's no coincidences. Everything happens when it's supposed to on this planet for everybody. But baby, when I tell you fate is going to be at the forefront of your life right now, it's going to happen to you that you like. Again, Rose Quartz had this energy that people ain't going to believe that it happened to you. Why? Because you in initiation for greatness. You are in initiation for greatness. Born leader. Born leader. Your initiation, some of you already been in it. You had to learn how to follow first. And when I say learn how to follow first, it don't always mean how to learn to follow others, although it may. But God is saying, man, you had to learn how to follow you, your God self. You had to learn how to follow your inner voice, which is source, which is God, Buddha, Yah, Allah, whoever that is for you. Your initiation had already started for some of you to learn how to follow. And now that you have, baby, this initiation, it just went from initiation to the fate. Because you learned it. There is leadership, born leader all over your soul contract. You can't get away from it. You can't hide from it. You can't shut that switch off. None of that. Mountain, major challenges to overcome. And you have. A lot of you, it was part of your initiation. A lot of you still feeling, a lot of the craziness that happened in 2025 still kind of sitting with you a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. It's just part of the faith. It's part of the initiation of you becoming the God and goddess you're supposed to be. The spiritual leader you are supposed to be. This mountain thing got real steep for you. This thing got real steep for you. But here's the thing. When you started your initiation, you was at the bottom. Started at the bottom, now we're here. You almost at the top now. Almost at the top now. You got carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Some of you traveling is going to be very significant. A lot of you are going to do a lot of traveling. But this journey for some of you, like I said, could very well be mental. Are you ready for this fate? Like it said on the card about laughter and happiness. You gonna be one of the leaders. You know, it's a lot of leaders that's very, I don't want to say stern, but they don't have that youthful. Thank you, Spirit. You know what's gonna stand out about you? You're going to be able to lead any age group, any genre. You know, a lot of leaders they have a specific age group. You know, when you're on social media and it asks you, you know, you're trying to promote your stuff, what age group? For you, I don't care if they 12. It's something about you being this born leader. Laughter. You're going to have so much joy and happiness and lightheartedness. People going to be flocked to you. Maybe you're going to have the Jesus complex. You hear me? You're going to have the Christ consciousness complex. That's why I said for some of you, you're sure Jesus is on your spirit team. You can't, it's in your DNA. You can't get rid of it. You're going to be around babies. You're going to be somewhere, I see like in a mall or something, and be in a store. And a baby, somebody got their baby and the baby just crying and they didn't try the bottle, they didn't try the pacifier, they didn't try what, shoot, I don't know, a dancing kangaroo at this point. Soon as you walk anywhere near this baby, instant smile, quietness, laughing. It's going to be everywhere you go. This is going to be the effect everywhere you go. You literally are going to have the Jesus complex, the Yeshua complex. It's in you. You can't undo it. You can't turn it off. This is everywhere you go. This is how it's going to be. I don't care what age group they are. People are going to be flocking to you for knowledge, understanding. There's an energy about you that's so non-judgmental that it's going to draw people to you to where you gonna talk to people sometimes and they just gonna cry because they've never really like you being initiated to be. I'm finna say this and it's gonna put you in a real energy. So initiation, man, is putting you to be God's sources, Allah, Buddha, Yah, to be spirits, right hand man or woman. The Yeshua, the Jesus complex. This is about to be you. You know, I talked about in with the rose quartz energy about everything was going to chase them, money, love, happiness, all that. And it's the same energy for you. This is your destiny. And the thing is, you're going to be fluent in all religion, spirituality. There's no conversation or people you can't be around. You might walk into a temple and there's nothing but Buddhists in there. You're going to be so fluent. And here's the kicker. You might be thinking, I got to read 1,000 books to get to this. You finna be given all the information that you need. Whether it may come from a book, but a lot of your knowledge, baby, it's gonna come. Astral projections, downloads, dreams. I don't care what, if they spiritual, if they religious, if they Christian, if they Baptist, if they Methodist, AMEs, Episcopal, I don't care what they is, Muslim, whoever. You can sit in the room and people are going to, as soon as you start to speak, this is you. If you ever had an image of source, I don't care what it is. I don't think source is a man or a woman. I just think it's a beautiful energy. But whatever it is to you, I want you to imagine you sitting right next to it, baby. Right hand man, left hand man, whatever you want to call it. You got the Jesus complex. You can't shake this off. You can't wash it off. None of that. Weeping willow, family sorrow. And you know what's going to be crazy? You got a lot of people in your family, or maybe friends, or maybe just, in your lineage that try to accomplish being a pastor, being a preacher, being a spiritual person, being whatever, with this, that, and the third. They wasn't the chosen one, baby. You was. I just got to download. You going to get to a point to where you can't just keep doing everything online. You going to need a building. Someone is going to donate, like a building, a house, or something that is going to be a temple. And you can call it whatever, you ain't got to call it a temple. It's going to be donated to you. By this time next year, you're going to be in this building. And again, people going to flock to you because you're going to have so much knowledge. This ain't religion. It ain't what it ain't, whatever. This is, you are a true messenger of source. And I know people throw that phrase around a lot. I know people throw the phrase around earth angel. I take all of it because I've already told myself I know that's what I am. You are a messenger of source. You are an earth angel. Anybody that's around you, and welcome to the club, baby. Welcome to the club. Anybody, I don't care if you at the grocery store buying milk, if there's somebody in line with you that needs healing and they are an archangel is on their spirit team, oh, you best believe you finna get a conversation right there in that line with your gallon of milk to turn around and give a message and healing to this person. And you don't know them from a can of paint. This is you. This is you. Their man dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Could be somebody that helps you on this journey. Could be this person that gifts you this building. I must say, whoo, this energy. Oof, Adventurine. You got dog protection from a powerful friend. Who you think the friend is? Don't you worry about nobody saying, putting no, and I tell you, you protected all the way around. When you come out of this initiation, there is no part of you that's going to be concerned about nobody doing no root work on you. Let somebody attempt to put anything on you. It ain't gonna happen. Destiny swap. Baby, you can't destiny swap with a god or a goddess. Are you insane? You asking for consequences and repercussions with you. Wow. Heart, love, deep affection, and caring. With so much chaos and hate and all of that that's going on right now, Baby, when you show up, your heart show up before you do. When you show up, your heart show up before you do. People can feel your heart chakra and the energy coming from it miles away. For a lot of you, the person that you are meant to be with and who your relationship and divine counterpart, when I tell you the blessings that's coming your way, sunrise, new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. This is your initiation. To sit on the right or the left hand, whatever. I know the religion always say right, but why it gotta be the right? It can be the left. It can be the right. You might sit diagonally 45 degrees on the left. Who cares? It's gonna bring you all the wealth and happiness and joy, baby. Ace of Pentacles, Earth energy. You couldn't shake this if you wanted to. You can't give back the Jesus complex. You can't give somebody else your little comfortable seat on the left or the right or 45-degree angle of the most high. You can't. You're literally going to change the hearts and minds of people. You are going to literally be around people. You are going to be the person that has a 5-minute conversation with a prostitute out on the street. And not that you approach them telling them you can save them or none of that. Because you ain't going to have to do all of that. Source is going to bring everything and everybody to you in a 5-minute conversation with a prostitute on the street. Not preaching to her or him, not none of that. Not none of that. It ain't about preaching. Your presence alone, your smile, your laughter, your lightheartedness, all of that. I literally can see you literally put your hand on this prostitute's shoulder and say something simple. Something simple like, your whole life about to change. And just smile and walk off. This is the type of effect you're going to have on people. And 2 weeks later, this same prostitute is sitting in a college classroom, cleaned up. Because after you put your hand on her shoulder and told her what you told her, whatever that simple phrase was, because of who you are, your guides and angels and your people and your spirit team sent people to her. Somebody came and offered her a place to stay. Somebody came and offered her drug rehab. And as long as you go to your rehab classes, you can stay here and we'll pay for your college. You the one that 10 years later gonna look up and you gonna be somewhere randomly and a TV gonna be on. And this same prostitute is gonna be on TV. That you might not even have thought about it no more. And gonna call your name. I want to thank because they have elevated to a life that they didn't even know imagine until you put your hand on their shoulder and told them what you told you. And you're gonna be standing somewhere and they gonna say, I just want to thank. Gonna say you 10 years ago. And it's gonna catch your attention. Because the person, they don't even probably know your name, but it's gonna catch your attention. Of course, it's gonna catch your attention. You sitting on the right hand, you got the Jesus complex, and you're gonna turn around and you gonna look at that and you're gonna say, that's her. And she is now the CEO of $1 million makeup company. And she gonna be sitting there on some major magazine interview or CNN or whatever it may be, thanking you. This is who you are and who you was fated to be. You can't lose at this. It's in your soul contract. in my third eye. All I see is leadership stamps, born leader, all over your soul contract. Want for nothing. I ain't got to talk to you about money. Talk to you about money for what? Do you actually think in this energy that you poverty ain't even in, lack mindset ain't in your, this ain't even in your frequency? Queen of Cups, water energy. Y'all think this a game? Y'all think it's a game? There she go right there. There she go. The prostitute that I just told you that you literally spent 5 minutes with. There she is. Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? Some of you literally gonna buy a throne and put it in your house. Seven of Cups, water energy. You've done a lot of jobs in this life. And there's this energy of you kept thinking, oh, this, I might stick with this one. This one feel okay. And it never felt okay. Why? Because you were being led up to this initiation, to this Jesus complex. You're sure to sit on the left, right, back, front, sideways, upside down, whatever chair of the Most High. This initiation is just simply to flip the switch to remind you of who you are and what you came here to do. Nine of Wands, fire energy. There is no giving up. There is no going back. This initiation, yes, it's going to test you. It is. Because Source has to know that you're ready. If you're going to sit on the right, left hand, whatever side you want to sit on of the Most High, I see you up there, baby, because I'm on the other side. Know that, right? Source got to know you're ready. God got to know you're ready, right? Take the initiation. Take the challenges. It's going to be fine. Money. What? You are money. You share the same frequency and energy and vibration of wealth, prosperity, money, love, happiness, joy, oneness, restore. It's all of it. It comes with the package. Three of Wands, higher energy, seeing the big picture, expansion, progress. A lot of you traveling. For some of you, there ain't a country on this planet that you probably will not put your toes on or visit at some point. But Three of Wands is also the energy of you didn't know you was meant for something this big, did you? What you thought all this initiation was for? For you to go work a job that you hate and live paycheck to paycheck? That's what you thought this initiation was for? Two Swords, decisions, Ace of Wands, fire energy. Oof, King of Pentacles, sitting on your throne, baby. I seen the Judgment card telling you this is your initiation. You think you was going through all of this for? You think if anybody gets this title? You think anybody gets the Jesus complex? This card be coming out, I think, for all of y'all. Six of Pentacles, reciprocity. Ain't nobody finna tell you what they finna pay you an hour no more. Once you come through this initiation, them days is over. You like money ain't. I don't even know if you can imagine a life without money being an issue. It ain't. It's like you have the same energy and frequency of currency. of love, of happiness, of joy. You're on the same frequency. You have no choice but to be wealthy, to be prosperous. Well, how you gonna sit on the side of the Most High and talk about some lack mindset paycheck? What? We can't do that. I'm on the other side, so I see you. I already know. We can't talk about that. What you want to talk about? Because I see you there. I'm gonna talk with you. No, this comes with a package. It comes with a package. You couldn't see it in the initiation. And Source is saying, I couldn't show you the wealth, prosperity outcome blueprint for this in the initiation, because then that ego part of you, that human, that flesh part of you would only focus on that. That's why in your initiation, you ain't really see none of that. You ain't got to see it. It ain't meant for you to see it. It comes with the package, literally. We're giving some closing messages. This was powerful. Here's a judgment card. This is your initiation, baby. For some people, it's a spiritual awakening. Source is saying, oh no, this ain't no spiritual awakening for them. This is your initiation. Ain't no if, ands, buts, or about it. Ace of Cups. You worried about love. You and the love of your life, your divine counterpart, whoever that is, it's destined. Fated. Don't worry. Don't worry. They'll overstand when you tell them you got to dip off for a minute because you got to go sit on your throne. You got the Two of Discs again. Two of Pentacles. Change. Juggling. Don't worry. Whoever your divine counterpart is, they going to know who you are. They going to know when you disappear spiritually, that you just went and sat on the left, right, 45-degree angle, whatever side of source. You had to go, do some things. Take care of some earth angel business. Seven of Wands. And you stand your ground. You got family members going to turn their back on you. It's okay. You got friends that's going to turn their back on you. It's okay. Fire energy. Don't worry about it. Eight of Pentacles. Master. You are a master of alchemy. You are a supreme, superior master. I'm going to drop this off here. Adventurine, this was serious. This was serious business. Make sure that you go watch my live from yesterday, all right? It was amazing. It was my first live, all right? Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And y'all, thank you for joining me. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.